everybody, it's Patricia and welcome back to my channel. It's time for our chit chat, talk about what's going on. I'm not putting on any makeup or anything like that. I just want to get y'all caught up on what's happening in my life. Let's start with last Thursday. I had a mammogram. That was my second mammogram since my diagnosis, and I have been waiting semi-patiently until I got the results, which I got about an hour ago, and there is no signs of cancer, so yay. That's good. My experience this time was different than it's always been before. This whole experience of having cancer, everybody has been so nice and so wonderful, and so Thursday was kind of a little crazy. I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad, but I'll tell you about it. When I called to make my appointment for my mammogram, because I got my reminder, it was time to make the appointment. And I talked to the scheduler, and she asked me, I told her what day would be good, and she says, well, we have one first thing in the morning for 7 o'clock. I said, let's take that one. I like first appointments because you rarely have to wait as long. If you're the first one in, then there's nobody ahead of you. So I'm like, yeah, I want that. She says, well, that means you have to be here at 6:30. I said, I'm fine with that. That's fine. When I got the phone reminder, you know how you get the call to remind you of your appointment, I got the phone reminder. It said 6:30. Now I know it said 6:30. I know she said 6:30 because I write everything down. I would have known 6:45 if it had been told to me. So when I arrived at 6:30, it wasn't open. And when I got up to the door, the lady who opens the door for the workers, she works there too. She was opening the door. She says, oh honey, we usually don't open till 6:45. And at that time, this woman was coming in from the parking lot, and she goes, what's going on? And the other lady said, well, she said she was told to be here at 6:30. And the woman looked at me and said, we never have anybody in here at 6:30. You heard wrong. It's 6:45. She says, besides, we don't even have anybody here. Well, no. Then she said, why are you here? I said, to get a mammogram. She goes, well, we don't have anybody here to do that anyway yet. Well, I'm like, fine, we can wait. I mean, that's no problem. I was not pitching a fit about it. Brian took me. We rode around for a few minutes, come back, went up to the door at 6:45 and went right in. Well, they called me first, as I knew they would, and I went back, and the woman doing my mammogram was the same woman at the door who told me there was nobody there to do my mammogram. I didn't say anything. I didn't mention anything that had happened at the front door. I didn't say anything. I just wanted to get my mammogram done, and I just wanted to make sure everything was okay. So go in, and she's getting ready to do the mammogram. She only took 4 shots, but pictures. Normally, I have my breast, they squeeze it every which way possible. I've rarely gone out of there without, oh my gosh, 6, 7, 8 pictures, whatever. She did 4. And then she said to me, when was your lumpectomy? I told her my first one was December 18th, December 26th, 2018. And I said my second one was February 13th, 2019. She said, well, this should have been a diagnostic. There's not even a doctor here who can read it. I'm like, okay. She goes, well, I guess what we'll have to do is you just go on home, and if we need more pictures, you'll just have to come back. I'm like, I'm fine with that. I'm A-okay with that. I said, can I see my pictures? I've already sent them off. When I had my mammogram where the cancer was found, the technician was like, oh honey, come here and look at this. This doesn't look good to me. She told me that, and I appreciated that so much. the second time, the technician's like, come here, honey. I don't see anything. This looks good. I appreciated that so much. This one, I've already sent them off. I'm like, who blanked in your Cheerios this morning, lady? I mean, my gosh, that's fine. That's fine. So I waited all day Thursday to see if I had to go in for more pictures because she only took 4. But apparently everything looked good, so yay. But that was a little strange. To me, that was a little strange and a little uncalled for, but I'm not going to complain or anything. I mean, it's what's done is done. But yeah, I'm glad to get that over with, and I'm glad everything looked good. So, yay, another thing done. So I went out that day, and then one day this past weekend, I guess it was, Brian was off on Friday. So I don't know if it was Friday or Saturday that we took a little ride around town. We just decided to go out for a ride, and my friend Gloria, who's watching, hey Gloria, she's thinking of coming here to Asheville in the spring, hopefully if we have vaccines and everything going on, and spending her vacation here. So yay. So we went to the Chamber of Commerce, and Brian went in and got her a bunch of brochures. He says, what do I get? I said, what do you think I would want? That's what you get. So I hope you enjoy your brochures, Gloria, because Brian picked them out. And then, so we just rode around, did that, and come home. And it was a nice outing. It felt good to be out. My goal is trying to go outside every day. We've had a beautiful weekend. It's really nice. It's chilly today. It's the high of 55, I think, but it's right in the 40s now. So, second weird thing that happened, I'll tell you guys about. It's just a little. I'm gossiping. This is my gossip time. I really don't have anybody to gossip with anymore. I used to gossip with my mama, so this is my gossip time. I gossip with you guys. My neighbor next door, where they bought the land for me and built the house, that neighbor. He lives alone. He looks like he's in his late 20s, maybe early 30s. We believe he works from home because he never leaves, rarely, the house. He has a car, but most of the time he rides a skateboard up and down the street. And so anyway, if you guys are like me, I've been buying from Amazon. You know, it's easy. I have Prime, so if I need something, rather than trying to send Brian to the store to get it, I'll order it from Amazon, you know, and it arrives. So Brian is so used to Amazon packages just right outside our door. So he went to walk the dog the other day. I think it was the day of the mammogram because I had on my bra and I had on makeup. And so he threw a package at me. It's one of the little, you know, bubble mailers from Amazon. And I opened it up and I'm like, I didn't order fly swatters. Fly swatters, retractable, you know, and I'm like, what is this? And then I looked at the label and it was for the house next door. And the name on it was Dustin. No last name. He's just Dustin. Like Cher or like Madonna. He's just Dustin. And I'm like, okay. I put my mask on. I was already dressed, so you know, if I hadn't have gone out that day, I wouldn't have done this. But I put my mask on and went traipsing next door and rang the doorbell. It was dark outside, but we have street lights, you know. So he had the front porch light on. I rang the bell. I waited, because I wanted to say, I'm sorry I opened your package because I got it by mistake. I just wanted to explain, you know, that I had opened his fly swatters. And he never came to the door. I could see through the door. I could see on the window, the flat screen TV. He was watching Bob Ross paint. He never came to the door, so I just left the package at the door and came on back home. That was it. So I don't know. Dustin, now he's just Dustin. That's how you say Dustin. Like Cher or Madonna. He's just Dustin, and he just lives next door, and he has fly swatters. He also had on his front porch, he had his skateboard and an acoustic guitar. Those of you who know about musical instruments, what the heck is he leaving an an acoustic guitar sitting out on the front porch. You know, I mean, that's going to warp it and whatever. And then he had all kinds of boxes of just like some electrical equipment, and he had like a box of nails and tubs of stuff, like he was some sort of construction worker, but I don't think he is. I don't know what all that was for, but his front porch is just piled with that. No furniture on the front porch. So that was Dustin. At least I know a first name. And I was out in the front yard yelling across the street at Monica, who we were talking about her father who had just had surgery. And Dustin went to the mailbox and we waved. He just didn't even look at us. So there you go. So I've been chit-chatting for about 11 minutes and I've gossiped with you enough. We've discussed my mammogram and we've discussed Dustin. So I guess that's about it for today. Guys, thank y'all for watching. I really appreciate it. And thank you for listening to me gossip. So guys, again, have a great day and I will see you next time.